I'm going to recap the final four games for Division One women's soccer for the ncaa tournament this year, and one of them didn't really shock me in the slightest, while the other one slightly did, and I'll explain why later. The 1C Florida State defeated the 1C Clemson 2-0. And I will go into the stats for both of these games here, since it's just two games. Florida State's the better team, and they beat them already this year. Makes sense. Now, the 2 seed Stanford defeated the 1 seed BYU 2-0. That surprised me a little bit. Now, the national title game will be on December 4th at 5 p.m. Central Time. On. Trying to look at the channel here. On ESPNU. So, now I'm going to go over like the first game between Florida State and Clemson. The Battle of ACC Schools. And I'm going to go over like the scoring plays. In the 38th minute of the game, Florida State player Caitlin Zipay, Zipay, I apologize if I'm butchering that name, had a goal. And y'all could look at the highlights if you want on this. And it was assisted by Leah Pais, Pais, I apologize if I butcher that name, and Heather Gilchrist. And there was not a lot of scoring for a little bit, but in the 53rd minute, Florida State had another goal by Jordan Dudley, and that was unassisted. In terms of the box score, Clemson had 11 shots. 5 of those were on goal. By on goal, it means like hitting the goalpost or up the woodwork or straight on to the goalie. They did have 5 saves. Of course, they allowed 2 goals. They have 5 corners, 12 fouls in the game, which the foul count doesn't really matter. It does if there was a foul in the box type of deal, but Now, Florida State, on their hand, of course, they didn't allow any goals. They also had 5. They had 5 saves. They had 3 offsides, though, which shows the aggressiveness. And typically, you don't want offsides, but they had 6 fouls, 6 corner kicks. When you have that many corner kicks in the game, you should win. 12 shots, 7 of those were on goal. So that's the dip. They had more shots, and they had more shots on goal. They did have the same amount of saves, of course, and they didn't allow any goals. And a little bit more fouls and 3 offsides. That does make sense why they won their game. Now I'm going to go over the other game between BYU and Stanford. And Stanford jumped on BYU early. And they never recovered. Clearly. If they didn't score again. The second minute of the game, Stanford scored a goal by Ali Montoya. Montoya. I apologize if I butchered that name. Which was assisted by Jasmine Akey. Aikey. That's how I think it's pronounced. And then Stanford scored in the 4th minute of the game, like 3:59. 3 minutes, 59 seconds into the game again. And it was a goal by Maya Doms that was unassisted. So I want to go over the losing stats for the game. Of course, you allowed 2 goals, and you don't want to get that to that point. And you only had 1 save on the night. They had 20 shots, but 3 of those on goal. You want to have more shots on goal than just 3. Not just to take shots, to just take shots. You have four corner kicks, 6 fouls, 1 offside. Now Stanford honestly didn't allow anything, and he had 3 saves. So every shot on goal was a save. They only had 3 shots for the game. So BYU was having a little bit more shots, and they couldn't finish. I mean, that's the simple part of the matter is. 3 corner kicks and 5 fouls and no offsides. So BYU kind of outplayed them a little bit, but ultimately you got to score something to give yourself a chance. Now we will see what happens in the national title game between these two squads. And luckily for both of these teams, they have a few days to prep and not just like one day then play. I mean, that's the truth. And I want to go like the last time both of these schools won a national title, if they ever had. And this is a future battle between ACC schools, because remember, Stanford is going to ACC next year. Yeah, they won a national title in 2019 last for Stanford. So it's been a bit of time. I mean, now Florida State, yeah, they won the national title a year ago, actually. No, they were a finalist a year ago. They were in 2022, and they were the champion in 2021. So, just something to something to note. And actually, yeah, that's right on Stanford. I just want to make sure, because there's a difference between NCAA tournament, college cup, then like the national title, by the way, and they were the runner-up. Stanford was in 2009 and in 2010, but yeah, they have 3 national titles. Stanford does 2011, 2017, and 2019. Florida State 2014, 2018, 2021. So both these teams are going to get a 4 national title. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more, so I make money off this. Of course, liking the video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does as well so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Hit the notification bell as well. And now it will be determining who is going to finish number 1 in the country. I mean, that's the truth. Whoever wins the national title should be number 1, and whoever is the runner-up should be number 2. It's now the debate of number 3 between BYU and Clemson. So, that's all.